Okay, so here's the second one of this series. I just showed you how to make this one in my other video. Now let's work on something like this for this new video. And you can see what I'm going to be doing is tracing an image. So once again, I'm going to start off with the new sketch. So I'm going to go here to new. And we'll start off one more time with a circle. That's 100 centimeters. So I'm going to click a center point circle. And I'm going to throw it, I don't know, right here. And I'm going to type in 50 for the radius, enter, boom. Okay, and now I'll zoom in on my circle. And now let's go ahead and do another layer. I'm actually going to put an image on here this time. So I'm going to make an image layer. And I think I will make it have a little bit of a contrasting color. How about a cyan? Although we may not see much so far as that color. So now it's highlighted. So what I want to do is I want to go to File, and I want to import it an image. So I've been doing this butterfly thing for a while. It's pretty easy. So let's go with another butterfly JPEG. Open. And I'm going to put it down here. Okay. And you can see if I actually hide the image, you can see that it's way bigger than my circle, right? So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide the circle and select the image, and let's scale it down. So I'm going to click on Scale. I'm going to choose a reference point just down here, and I'm going to scale it down quite a bit. I'm going to take it down like to 1/10 its size. Okay, and let's see if we're getting better. Oh yeah, that's actually quite a bit better. I think we'll probably have to go a little bit farther here. I'm going to select my image, select this, and try it again. Hold on, image. There we go. And we'll kind of get it in there a little bit. Click it. Still too big though for sure. So I'm going to hide my circle because I don't want to accidentally select it. Select my image, and let's scale it one more time. By the way, if you don't know this, anything you've used recently, you can quickly get to it by simply right-clicking on your mouse. So I'm going to scale because I used it recently. Choose my reference point, and let's make it. You can probably saw up there I actually just did this. I'm going to make a point. Actually, I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. I'm going to make 0.6. Okay. And let's turn on our circle. Let's highlight our image layer, and let's see if we can get this guy kind of in here. Something like that. And yeah, like that. That'll work. Okay. So, well, actually, it would be nice to have that a little better center. Let's see if I can select that. And try that. Next. Excellent. Okay. So now let's make a drawing layer. So I'm going to come up here and create another layer. And this is going to be my sketch layer. And in this case, I think I'll make it, I don't know, something that stands up, magenta. Okay? So now what I want to do is I want to trace it. And I want to do it fast. I don't want to spend a lot of time on it. So I'm going to work in my sketch layer. It's bold. It's going to be magenta. I'm going to go to spline again, and I want to spline through points. This time, though, I do want to make a sort of continuous thing. So I'm going to choose a closed spline, and this is important. And I'll show you, if you do a closed spline, you can see that it actually creates a loop. So let's get rid of that, though. Now let's go back to my spline through points. And I'm going to kind of do this fast. I'm not going to spend a huge chunk of time on detail because you guys will get bored. And it really doesn't matter that much. It's actually going to be pretty nice, even if I rush. Let's get that down like that. Kind of click along. And right click, And we can turn off our image, see how we did. Nice. Okay. Let's do the other side of this guy. So I'm going to start down here. I'm going to actually turn off. You know what? I was having a little problem there because I forgot I have my snaps on. I'm going to make it free snap. Turn off those snaps. And now it'll be even better because I won't be bouncing to a snap point. Alright. Go around. Catch a little bit of this. Again, I'll try to make this fast. I could pause it, I suppose, but I don't think it's going to take too long. And how do we do? Great. Okay. So now I'm going to do the inner parts real fast as well. So I'm going to click that. Super fast. I'm not even really following the pattern. I'm kind of doing it more free form. Let's take a look. Looks good enough to me. Let's do one more. Okay, and I think last thing we'll do is the body real fast. So we'll just get the body of our butterfly kind of out there. Again, I'm not going to waste your time on it. All right, so let's hide the image. Okay, there we go. So the first thing I'm going to do is, we got 7 minutes so far. All right, let's make some cool sort of pattern copies of this. So I've highlighted it. Now I'm going to come up here. I'm going to go to Move Copy. I'm going to turn my snaps on again. And I just need again, my little reference point. I can click here. And I'm just going to bring it up a little bit, like so. Maybe a little bit farther. Like, let's go like, that looks good. And now, in this case, I want to make kind of a cool pattern. So I'm going to select multiple copies. And I think I'll go with 3 of them. And then let's hit Escape, see what it looks like. All right, that was kind of cool. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this. All right, so again, I've used this tool recently, so now I can just right-click it, Move Copy, choose my reference point, take it down some little bit of distance, like so. Multiple copies, 3 sounds good. Boom. Okay, there's that. So now what we want to do is we simply want to make, I'm going to select all of this, and then I'm going to unselect, let's see now, come on, unselect the body, and I want to mirror it onto the other side. So I'm going to come up here, I'm going to go to Mirror, and then I want to find, I'm going to draw the mirror plane. So we want it kind of in the middle of the body, like so, and then I can line it up, like so. And I got to keep the original. And there you have it. I have my butterfly. And I think the only other thing I had originally on that drawing was some other sort of cool little bit of a pattern on it. So why don't I now take and make another sketch layer, and I'm going to call this my pattern layer. And I think I'm going to make it something a little bit dark. Maybe this dark blue. Okay, I can obviously, it doesn't matter. I'm going to choose what happens with